Welcome to Cthulhu with the Porpoise Episode 5. I am the Sinister Porpoise. When last we left, I was wandering through the cemetery in Dunwich. I had picked up and equipped a new tunic for Cthulhu. I had saved my game, and we are picking up where I left off on that one. I must apologize because there are a number of technical errors that beset this recording. These were caused by the lack of memory in my Proscan tablet. If you have bought one of these from H.H. Gregg, I recommend you upgrade the tablet as soon as possible. If you are looking for a way to get out of this, perhaps because you are short on cash, you can ease these problems by putting in an SD card and giving the tablet extra memory to play with. Make sure that you also close all additional applications that are running in the background. This can affect gameplay as well. Now that all of this has been taken care of, let us continue my adventures through Dunwich. I had hoped to get to the point where you meet October, which is just before you face Nyarlathotep. As I mentioned earlier, this did not happen. It took a long time to record this 8 minutes of gameplay when I only got about 3 minutes of gameplay in. I apologize for that, but there's not much I can do about it. I also had some technical problems with the recording because I forgot I was running EverQuest 2 while I was recording it the first time. This is a second recording that I've redone just for this video. Now that all of the apologetics are out of the way, we can continue with the gameplay itself. If you are wondering, it is raining the entire time you are in Dunwich. The monsters you will see here aren't anything special. You do not even see a necromancer zombie while I am playing this particular session. I promise that you will see them in the next video. You'll notice me wander around for a few seconds trying to get into this house. It has an uncomplicated layout, and there is a chest off to the left. This chest contains a blade which is a weapons upgrade for Sharp. You will want to get it, equip it, and save your game. If you miss this upgrade, do not worry too much. There is a weapon shop in this town. You can buy it later. If you get it now, it saves you money. If you are paying any attention to the combats at all in this video, you will note that I have not changed my strategies much. For this game, I always prefer attacks that target all the monsters on the screen, especially if I am not facing a boss at the time. I believe the only attack Cthulhu gets that targets all enemies on the screen is Nightfall. This is very thematic and it makes all characters on the screen insane. I am about to follow the advice I just gave you of getting and equipping the upgrade for Sharp. You will see me ignore it totally in the next video, I think. When all of that is done, I go back out and navigate my way through the zombie maze. If you turned on the developer commentary, you might know that the developer originally planned to have 2 maps of Dunwich. He decided to go with 1 map in the end because he made the zombies happy after you defeat the boss. I'm sorry if there's any spoilers there, but it's not really a surprise if you are paying attention to the tone and mood of this game. And here is another zombie fight that should be over in just a few seconds. You can examine my tactics, and you may find them to be magic points intensive. Remember that I am playing this game on the easy mode. If I want to restore my hit points and my magic points, all I have to do is go into a few battles, and I will have them back up to full in no time. Well, at least that battle would have been over quickly if my tablet hadn't chosen that moment to lock up. I believe you will get to see some lovely shots of my tablet background. Out of curiosity, I downloaded this game onto my Kyocera Hydro Razr cell phone. It can run the game without a problem. At least you can stare at the screen for a good 10 seconds before we find out that Sharp has been poisoned. I'm glad that we have gotten that out of the way. Okay, maybe it took a bit longer than 10 seconds for the tablet to decide that it was going to run the program again. When it does, we end the battle fairly quickly, although it is a little laggy again at the end. With that frustration out of the way, I am now free to explore this area again. For some reason, I decide to go in the back of the house and see if there are any houses above it. This is not the way to continue on the correct path. You need to go to the right, where you will find access to the bridge that isn't broken. If you are just running through this game for the first time and are exploring the area, feel free to check the houses out. I do not remember if there is anything useful in them or not, although I do not believe this is the case. It seems that quite by accident I have chosen the correct way. If there is one thing that I have always thought that was odd about the design of Dunwich in this game, it's that monsters will attack you even in inhabited houses. I don't know about you, but if monsters were attacking me in my house, I would definitely consider moving. It would not matter if I had the money or not. Maybe this isn't the video I thought it was because my tablet is not crashing. It does seem to be a little bit laggy, but that is not unusual for any of the applications it runs. This is a good thing for all of my viewers, both of them. Instead of seeing my tablet crash repeatedly, they will see me go into this house where we will find a little girl hiding in the upstairs away from the zombies. We find out that her mother is missing and she is waiting for her return. It is Umi and not Cthulhu that comforts her, but that is what we expect. Okay, I am about to enter this building, and I am about to go upstairs. As soon as I enter the upstairs, I am about to get attacked by another zombie. The fight will go fairly quickly, although it will be a bit laggy. There is one thing I have to wonder about this house, though. The little girl is there, and her mother is missing. Why is the little girl still there if there are zombies attacking her? Do they not attack her if you stay completely still? I am not a huge zombie fan, so I do not know. If there is anyone more learned in the zombie genre than I am, perhaps they can answer this question for me. Just leave your answer in the comments below. I will get to them eventually. In fact, I will probably be so surprised that anyone has left a comment that I will answer with a novel. This will be the last combat you will see in this video. You will see the conversation with the little girl after I am done here. She will say that her brother is missing, and you will note that I mentioned this conversation earlier. You will also see that there is a book on her shelf that is a handy guide to how to start your own gold forging business. The title is How to Make Millions of Gold Without Really Trying. At least all of the characters have the common sense not to tell the truth. Her brother is probably a zombie, and there's a good chance we've already sent him back to the grave. I will save it here, but I assure you I did cross the bridge on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw here, like, comment, or subscribe.